we're out standing up for people's rights. You know, rights are like muscles. If you don't exercise them, they go away.
Yeah.
How's it going, guys? Amagansett Press. We are coming to you today from Ennis, Montana, and we are at the U.S. Post Office here in Ennis, and we're just going to pay a little visit on these folks here today and find out if they honor and respect our right to take video and photographs in public and from publicly accessible areas of public places. I am out with Watching the Watchman today, as usual, and let me just give you a little view of the neighborhood here. Absolutely spectacular landscape, beautiful country here in Ennis, Montana. While I'm doing that, time and temperature check. Today is Friday, August 20th. It is 2:32 in the afternoon, and it is 63 degrees, sunny and beautiful in Ennis, Montana. You can see some of the beautiful mountains in the background there. I'll try to zoom in on that for you. I mean, really beautiful, really nice to be out here breathing the fresh mountain air, and happy we could bring you along. So thanks for joining us here today, and glad you could make it. Ennis is actually a small town just about dead center in between West Yellowstone, Montana and Butte, Montana. We actually, on the way here to Ennis, actually had to go through a little piece of Idaho, which was absolutely gorgeous. Mountains and beautiful scenery. And just feel very privileged and very lucky to be able to be out here and again, to be able to bring you guys along with us. Hey, making out there, Watchman?
What's up?
Ready to check out the post office?
Yeah.
And also to let you guys know, we are going to be doing, sooner or later, I'm going to do a full review and tour of our truck and trailer setup. So make sure you're subscribed, stay tuned, and keep your eyes open for that. We've had a lot of requests. Gotta make sure I get my dollar ready to get my stamp. So let me give you a little view of the sign here, and then we'll take a walk around the building, I guess.
Yeah.
United States Post Office, Ennis, Montana, 59729, located at 81 Mountain Highway 287. Yeah, is this the mail truck? Yeah, rural delivery. I think this is the first, absolutely no signage on the door.
Is there anything on the second door? Yeah, so this has got to be the first no signage post office.
I think so. See what's over here. Yeah, same thing. This is the sign that was on the other side. The Ennis SPS is no longer providing garbage or recycling services. Also, we no longer accept drops for the food bank. Please take all mail, catalogs, beer cans, garbage, and food bank donations home. That's pretty funny the way they were. Read this second paragraph. Take your garbage home. I love it. And we will be going inside to get a stamp. Just always like to see if we... Yeah, it is starting to drizzle. Oh, if it starts to rain, we'll go in. But always like to see if we have an opportunity to meet some of the folks here. Just say hello. Then the sun just came back out. Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
Doing fine, thank you.
Oh.
How you doing?
Yeah, you can see the clouds coming.
What are you guys videoing?
Sorry?
What are you videoing?
Oh, I'm just in the middle of doing what I do, but thank you. So a community posting board here. Oh, they have a retired flags box. That's cool. Post office boxes. American Legion raffle. Well, you know you're in Montana when the post office is advertising the Weatherby Vanguard giveaway, right? Here's another posting board here, and here's our poster 7.
They must have a massive problem with invasive weeds or something.
Everywhere you go, yeah.
There's always posters about noxious weeds.
I think they just legalized some weeds here, didn't they?
Public library annual pie sale. Oh, we're not going to be here tomorrow.
Annual pie sale. I guarantee you they're going to have Huckleberry.
Yeah.
You have Yogi and Boo Boo hanging outside. That's great. What are they doing, like the one person at a time in here? I guess. So this building was dedicated to public service in 1991. George Bush, President. Anthony Frank, Postmaster.
See you later. Excuse me.
There you go. Start your pen. I'll be over here.
Hello,
Hello.
how are you?
Hi.
Can I just have one stamp, please?
Why are you recording?
I'm recording my stamp purchase transaction.
No.
Yes.
No. Can't do that. It's a federal building.
What does that mean?
You can't do that here.
You can't record in a federal building?
I don't think so.
I think you can.
You have to have another dollar. It's $11.
No, I just want one stamp.
Just one.
Just one stamp. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Well, if I get fired, you guys are in trouble.
You won't get fired. Did you ever read your poster 7 that's hanging up out in the lobby? It's good.
Poster something.
Poster 7 is the rules and regulations governing conduct on postal property. And it's hanging in every post office across the country. You have it right out here. And it gives the public the right to record or take photographs anywhere that's not a restricted area on the property.
Ah.
So I won't get you fired, I promise. And my name's Jason, Lisa.
Oh,
Pleasure to meet you.
nice to meet you.
I thank you very much.
There you go.
Alrighty, you have a wonderful day.
You too. Would you like your receipt?
No, it's okay. You know what? Yeah, actually, I will take it. Why not?
There you
Throw it
go.
in the scrapbook. Thanks, Lisa. Have a good day.
Thank you.
So, got my stamp. Got my receipt.
Forgot what that looked like, huh?
Let me just get my stuff together here real quick.
Oh, you know, it's another good point that we brings up about poster 7 is the enforcement section specifically says that the postal inspector is the only one who's supposed to be enforcing that.
Right.
So,
And the only
local police.
Well, the only exception to that would be is if the postal inspectors entered into a written agreement with the municipality to invite the police to assist them. But yeah, for sure. The problem is with these government signs and rules and regulations, I've said it 100 times, but they're written very ambiguously and can be interpreted both ways depending on what the situation is.
Well, yeah, and under the penalties as well, there's a specific penalty for violating these rules, so it wouldn't be trespassing either, it would be a violation.
Right. And as with any other public building or public place, you can't be trespassed from a public place unless you've committed a crime.
Yeah.
So Lisa will definitely be having a conversation with the postmaster when he or she comes in. I'm sure she'll try to verify it and she'll find out. So that's good. She learned something new today, but she was being very cool.
Yeah.
She just hoped I didn't get her fired, which we won't. I can guarantee you she will not be fired for selling me a stamp.
Last night. Thank you, you too.
Excuse me. I didn't mean to be rude before. Until I go in and buy my stamp, I don't like to get into conversations because I don't want anybody to say I was creating a disturbance or anything with anyone.
But it feels like a disturbance. I think that a lot of people just don't appreciate being videotaped, like, without their permission. Just, like, why is this happening?
But you're in public.
Like, I don't understand.
Well, that's why I stopped to explain it to you, because I just didn't want to break what I was doing. But now that I'm done,
But
I'd be happy to answer your questions.
Why are you doing this?
What we do is, this is my son. My name's Jason.
Ben, nice to meet you.
And we have traveled 46,000 miles in the past 2 years by road, visiting municipalities, jails, detention centers, police departments, FBI buildings, post offices, anything that's owned by the government, standing up for people's rights and making sure that people's civil rights and liberties aren't being violated.
Do you feel like they are?
We've been in post offices where we've been in much different experiences than this, yes.
Specifically because people don't like you videotaping?
Well, a lot of the employees are under the impression that you're not allowed to videotape because it's federal property, which only means that it's public property that you and I pay for.
I mean, I think that you're making people uncomfortable.
Do you?
Yeah, I mean, I feel uncomfortable. I don't like this.
Well, you know, when you're in, they have numerous cameras inside the building.
But it's like, this feels a lot more aggressive than that does.
I'm not, am I being aggressive? I'm trying to be very cordial. I approach you to explain to you what I'm doing because I don't want you to walk away with any concerns or fears about what we're doing, so I'm happy to answer.
I feel like you have an agenda that I don't understand.
I do. We're standing up for people's rights. We go to traffic stops where people are being interrogated by the police and make sure the police aren't violating their rights. We're out standing up for people's rights. You know, rights are like muscles. If you don't exercise them, they go away.
Yeah.
And a lot of people in this country just sit by idly watching their rights vaporize into thin air, and we're just out there trying to be proactive about it.
Have you made progress with that?
I believe so. I have 280,000 subscribers on YouTube, and I get about 100,000 views a day. So there's plenty of people interested in what we do.
I feel like this like exacerbates it because I feel like it puts people on edge, and perhaps that
Well,
make
you know
them
what?
behave worse.
Growth is not comfortable, for sure. And everything is a learning experience. Now, whether somebody chooses to learn or not, I'm out here getting an education myself every day.
Am I going to be on your YouTube channel?
I don't know if we'll use this video or not. If we use this video, probably.
I would prefer to not be on your YouTube channel.
Well, but again, see, that's part of the education that we're out here presenting to people is when you're in public, you have no expectation of privacy. So when you're out in public, you don't realize how many cameras, like even here, for example, I've had people say to me, well, the cameras in the post office are security cameras and nobody can watch them and nobody can do anything with them. But the truth of the matter is that most people aren't aware of is any citizen can FOIA request public information, any of the video from these cameras, and you can do whatever you want with it because it's public information.
I wish you luck. I do believe in freedom. I don't really like being videotaped.
Well, have you done anything to stand up for freedom lately? I invite you to, because your rights are in jeopardy right now. All of our rights are in jeopardy. There's a lot going on in the world.
behaving as freely as I can and not imposing on other people's rights, which I recognize is not apparently as active as what you're doing.
Well, you're having a voluntary conversation with me.
Not really, I want to leave.
Oh, I'm not holding you up.
Alright, I wish you luck.
Alrighty, well, I wish you luck too. Stand up for what's right in this world. It's very important. Hello.
Hi.
How are you?
Good. How are you guys?
Doing well, thanks. I actually think that was perfect the way that worked out, because it just shows you the mindset of some people, and I don't know, for lack of a better word, the indoctrination. You know, people are raised, and society places certain constraints on your thinking if you allow it to. And right away she sees somebody walking around at a post office with a camera, decides that there's something nefarious going on in her mind, doesn't feel comfortable about it, doesn't like it. So I purposely went out of my way to go back and explain to her what we were doing and quell her fears and not let her go away with any concern about what's happening here today, and that didn't do any good either. According to her, I just exacerbated her fears and made it worse. So everything in this life is very subjective. And our goal is not to make people afraid. Those of you who have been following us for a while know that. Our goal is to stretch the limitations of people's thinking and make people think outside of the box, inspire critical thinking. That's what it's all about. Maybe she'll go home and she'll think about things later on and come up with a different opinion and a different idea about what's going on here. So I don't know, only time will tell. But you know, these conversations, sometimes you plant seeds and it takes a while for them to grow. So who knows if somewhere down the line this will be a beneficial experience for her. I don't know, I only hope so. And I hope Lisa, who works here in the post office, does have a conversation with the postmaster and gets educated about the fact that people are allowed to come in and take video and photographs. Here in Ennis, Montana, I don't believe she'll have to deal with much of that, but she should know there's nothing wrong with it. And it speaks to, I got a little something on the lens, one second. It speaks to freedom, and we're all about freedom, and everyone should be. And that's all it is. Education, freedom, liberties, and being able to do what you want to do as long as you're not victimizing anybody else. I'm all for it. So guess that's going to wrap it up. I always like to remind you guys, if you enjoy our videos, you like what we do, and you want to support what we do, best way for you to do that, hands down, is to like, share, comment, subscribe. All that stuff gets our videos out to more and more people so that more people can watch them, enjoy them, and hopefully learn a little something. I'm out here soaking it up, getting an education every day, and so is the Watchman. And liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing doesn't cost you a penny. So we invite you to do that, and I invite you to do the same for Watching the Watchman. His channel is just hit 70,000 subscribers. You'll see maps and information and all kinds of stuff on his videos that you won't find here. So I'll leave a link in the description. Check them out. But that's it. I guess we're going to hop back in the rig there and head down the road and continue our journey. So appreciate you coming along. We're going to have a lot more coming for you, so stay tuned. Good time to make sure you're subscribed. Hit the all notifications bell, and you'll be among the first to find out when we drop a new video, which will be pretty frequently going on from here forward. So coming to you from the United States Post Office in Ennis, Montana, Watching the Watchman, Amagansett Press. We'll catch you on the next one, guys. Out.